gone long 13.16 even, and a little bit late into this trade, but what I'm buying is this breakout above cyclical resistance on the 500 tip bar chart. We've got support coming on the 1500 tip bar chart, so what I'm hoping this is kind of jump in the creek. We should be forming a pullback and an end of trend on the 4500 tip bar chart, but you know, we had a lot of professionals kind of coming at the end of the day, so we might kind of try and tick higher and then finally kind of come down and retest this kind of 10 to 12 kind of level a bit later on this morning. So just long 13.16 even, Rambo pattern, not too good. So let's see how this goes. Okay, a couple of minutes later we come into 13.17. Blue professional bar up here. We've got exhaustion buying on these couple of time frames. Bearish divergence up there, but still going to hold this a little bit longer. I think we'll have a cyclical turn on the 1500 tip bar chart. So I'd really like a pullback and end of. Whoa, that's not what I want. 8:37, no data releases. Just out at 13.14 even, and just don't like this activity at all. It could be a just a a shakeout move, kind of pushing down here just to shake people out, get the thing kind of all the sellers out so it can go the other way. Initially when we kind of bounced off this push down here at this point here, but you'd have thought we'd have had some support kind of coming in by now. I've got some blue professional bars, bullish divergence kind of setting up here, so maybe that's enough down here at 13 to kind of freak people out, and we kind of reverse and go the other way. Really choppy at the moment. Factory orders at 9 AM, so not sure what I don't think there was a data release, but I think this was just kind of big player kind of stepping in and trying to manipulate the situation. Anyway, so just going to wait and see. Gone short 13 even, and the reason for doing that is we're below cyclical turn here on the 1500 tip bar chart, and no blue professional bars going to come in down here. We've got a cyclical swing on the 4500 tip bar chart, so guessing that we're going to continue down until we make this kind of be a dirty kind of end of trend signal on the 4500 tip bar chart. So let's see, Rambo pattern here, so that's not necessarily good. Just had a cross on the 1500 tip bar chart, so might be time to reverse and go the other way, but let's see how much further it will go on the downside. Okay, just moved my target to 10 even, just because we've had blue professional bars coming on the 1500 tip bar chart and a pro signal exit with exhaustion selling kind of down here. Just a couple of amateur up bars here, just need another kind of pass it back down to 13.10, hopefully get taken out. No, just came out at 11.50, and that was a shame, didn't get kind of taken out on this last kind of push down. So that was only good for 1.5 points, and lost 2 on the first, so I'm still down. So let's see what happens. We've found support here on the 15 and the 4500 tip bar chart. Blue professional bars going to come in. We're going to come back down and get hit 10 this time. Yeah, wouldn't you know it. It's gone long 9.75. And the reason for getting long here, expecting today to be a range trading type day. And so I'll be playing kind of the swings on the 4500 tip bar chart, where we've got blue professional bars kind of coming all over the place here, kind of down at this 1309 level. We've had bullish divergence coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. It's kind of a little bit messy because it's kind of gone below this support level here, but amateur down bars kind of testing and breaking the highs of that, and this is good. So this was kind of an amateur down bar, and we're kind of going whoa all over the show. 8.50, so we've got news release at 9 AM, so let's see where this goes. The target's at 13.75, so we're buying on the upside, but I'm playing the cyclical swings here on the 45, so Let's see where this goes anyway. Okay, just came out at 1275, 4.3, and the reason, just this volatility. I hate it when it's shifting around so much. Trying to get taken out, I just can't sit through it myself. So exhaustion buying, 500 tip bar chart and bearish divergence signal here with a cyclical turn coming on the 1500 tip bar chart with professional activity here. So I think we're going to form a pullback and go for an end of trend on the 500 tip bar chart, but it's just a huge amount of volatility, and it's got no kind of real direction. It's just kind of really swinging around trying to find the lows here. And we've got factory orders coming out at 9, so it's about 6 minutes away. So let's see if there's a re-entry to go in order to pick off that pullback to end of trend move. Let's see. It's gone long 1275. So reason for doing that is pullback kind of coming on the 500 tip bar chart. Probably could have got a better entry than that, but just hoping this will kind of go to an exhaustion buying signal on the 1500 tip bar chart, give us an end of trend that coincides with the 4500 tip bar chart. So just long at 1275. Just came into a rainbow pattern up here at the top. Going to get a cyclical cross, which will be an end of trend shortly, but I thought we'd go a little bit further on the 4500 tip bar chart, plus no blue professional bars kind of come in yet on the 500. I've just set my target to 1475 just for 2, so hopefully pull back on an amateur bar. Just need a little bit of kind of explosive activity before any kind of factory order number kind of comes out, just take me out. So looking for 1475. Yeah, just taken out at 1475 for 2. So that's good, just as the numbers kind of about to come out, and blue professional bars kind of coming in on the 500 tip bar chart, but none yet on the 1500 tip bar chart here. This has really taken off. Anyway, that's fine. So that's another 2, so that's 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. Poor first trade. And could have got more out of the second, but the last 2 weren't bad, so I'm happy I reversed kind of down here. That was the right decision to do. It's coming back down. Anyways, so I'm just going to watch it and see what happens next. Extremely volatile kind of day, really winging around, so hope your trading went well today. Gone short 1425. Not a particularly good entry at this point, just was hoping for a flush signal on the 500 tip bar chart here. But you can see this last push up that we've had in the 1500 tip bar chart was led by the amateurs here. Coming into a cyclical turn on the 45. Don't have blue professional bars kind of up here, and not a great deal kind of up here either. But daylight today, after a trending day yesterday, what I'm playing is the kind of end of trends on the 500 tip bar chart that are coinciding with cyclical turns on the 4500 tip bar chart. So we had the end of trend signal, and this is second cyclical turn after end of trend. We had our exhaustion kind of buying kind of coming into that, and the pushes back up have been kind of led by the amateurs pretty weak. So not expecting to break into huge kind of trendy moves or anything like that, but just kind of swings on the 4500 tip bar chart. So just short 1425. I just had to sit through about 2 points of heat on this trade. Kind of came up to 16.5. But it's all kind of amateur up bars kind of heading that way. No demand up at the top, kind of coming around the other way. Bearish divergence, so we're kind of back down, go in my favor right now. So break below cyclical support here on the 500 tip bar chart would be nice. That would be into a trend move on the way down that would kind of coincide with the 4500 tip bar chart. So that'd be really nice, but I'm surprised not seeing kind of more professional bars on the 1500 tip bar chart up here at the highs, which kind of makes me think, suspect trade at least. So let's keep on holding this. So still short 1425. No, just coming out at 1425 for a scratch trade then. So I'm going to call it quits at that. The reason for coming out right now is exhaustion selling on the downside, and we've hit kind of support on the 1500 tip bar chart at this level here, so we could easily kind of break into an uptrend at this point now, because we just had got rid of all the sellers at this point, and so we've got nowhere to go but up. And there we go. So, and because we've seen no blue professional bars on the 1500 tip bar chart kind of up here, this will head into a trend move here with a pullback and an end of trend on the 1500 tip bar chart. So looks that would be my guess as to what's going to happen kind of next. But let's going to continue to watch it, see where the professionals kind of step in next. That'll give you kind of a clue as to which way this is going to go. Gone along 13 even. 13.30 even. Just not sure why I'm kind of trading some more today. A little bit of over trading, I suppose, just because didn't trade for Monday and Tuesday. But the reason for getting in now, so on this pullback here, this is where the blue professional bars have come in on the 500 and 1500 tip bar chart here. We've got exhaustion selling down here. Bullish divergence just gone off on the 500 tip bar chart. I know we've just kind of slipped below support on 500, but we're coming into support on the 1500, and because we've seen no blue professional bars at the highs here, still think this move has a little bit more to go. So just long at 13.13 even. So a little bit early on the entry on this trade, but I think it's kind of going my way now. Last kind of couple of pushes down, you can see where amateur down bars kind of testing into these 13.12 type levels, and this one just last push down here was a Rambo pattern, so amateurs kind of selling down to new lows and then kind of reverses, goes the other way, break at the high. That bar gives me a little bit more confidence that I've got the trend direction right. And we've now got bullish divergence and support coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. So that's all I want, just another kind of run to the upside. 17's the target. That's kind of a logical place just to push above the previous high and just look for professional bars up at the highs there. But still taking heat on this trade now, so but hanging with it for the time being. And a few minutes later, we've now broken into an uptrend on the 500 tip bar chart here. So we kind of just played around this level at 13.14 and then bang, kind of took off. Blue professional bar on the 1500 tip bar chart. It's almost like kind of jumping the creek at this point here. So and again, as I said, 17's the target. The high on this move was 16.5, so 17's just kind of perfect. So let's kind of get this thing going, form pullback and end of trend on the 500 and max out kind of up here. That'll be really good. It's a little while later, we've pushed into the 15s here, but I've just moved my target to 16 rather than 17. The reason for that, coming close to this cyclical turn on the 1500 tip bar chart, blue professional up bar kind of here, could be looking at like a double top kind of pattern here on the 4500 tip bar chart. So all I want is just a final little push up here, exhaustion buying on 15, and I'll be out up here at 13.16 even. So fingers crossed we'll get it on the next push. Just came out at 15.50 even. And I'm dreadful at holding through. So what is that, just 2.5 on that last one. But the reason for getting out, we've got this cyclical turn kind of happening on the 1500 tip bar chart, profit taking kind of come in here. Looks really weak in terms of 500 tip bar chart here. I'm surprised we didn't have some kind of exhaustion signal up here kind of yet, I suppose. And just with this kind of bearish divergence, this to me looks like we're going to make some kind of double top here, and so kind of rolling over. So yeah, out at 15.50, 2.5, which is good. So what's that? 7 for the day, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. So that's enough for me. What is it? 9:40 a.m. Interested to see how this kind of plays out. Whether this kind of turns over and we kind of just have one of these days where we just bat backwards and forwards between cyclical highs and lows. That's my guess after a big trending day like yesterday, but we shall see. Anyway, again, I hope your trading went well. Here we go, literally 30 seconds later we hit 17, which was the original target. I'm going along at 13. And just goes to show I should just shut up and stick to my guns and not move my targets. It's my worst fault, and still no blue professional bars kind of up here on the 1500 tip bar chart. It's kind of 1 on the 500 tip bar chart, but once we're in this move here, we'll need a pullback and end of trend on the 500 tip bar chart before this is over. So there we go. Just lesson learned. Potentially a 4-point trade. I only took 2.5 out of, and I've got to learn this. It's like you can't do this on a consistent basis. You give up too much, you take too much risk when you're not kind of capturing enough on the upside. So anyway, who knows? One day I'll get this right. Hope you're trading well today.